All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 764. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who will not be raising his prices, Wombat.
Same as always, more than you can afford.
Interesting.
Yep.
Worldwide. Is that worldwide?
That is worldwide. It's how much are you? I always say more than you can afford. And everyone has a good hearty laugh.
In every language.
In every language.
Fantastic. Ship, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Stroking your beard like an elder statesman?
Yes. I was considering if I could afford Wombat.
Yes. That's I knew it. I read your mind. I knew it.
Well, I guess the question is, how much do you think I'm worth?
Do you have a yearly subscription price?
I don't. I am monthly only.
What are you guys even talking about? What is he going to do for you?
Oh, whatever it is.
Terms yet.
Whatever it is that I do.
Give like comic trivia questions.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Or talk about pop collectibles, vinyls.
Here's a fun one. Ready? Here's a good trivia question that I learned literally a week ago. Can you name me 2 MCU actors that also played the Human Torch?
You got Chris Evans.
Yep.
Your turn, Cheapy.
Fucking Human Torch. Come on. I don't know. Funkmaster Flex.
Ooh, no. Critical in the chat says he knows.
Are we going to wait for Critical to type it out?
I say Critical. If you type it out, I'll give Cheapy the credit for it.
How does that work?
I don't know. I'm feeling generous.
Why don't you just tell us the answer?
The answer is Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, who just recently appeared in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he also played Human Torch in the Fantastic Four radio show. And as Critical pointed out, I also would have accepted Michael B. Jordan, who played Killmonger and the Human Torch in
I should have guessed that one. I've seen both those movies.
So there are actually 3 actors.
I forgot that Fantastic Four movie existed.
Yep.
How do you make a movie with Michael B. Jordan that I can forget watching?
I don't know, because Black Panther's a pretty good movie. That first one. Oh, you mean the Fantastic Four movie?
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Fantastic Four movie is so bad. It's terrible.
But wait, Michael B. Jordan was Human Torch?
He was Human Torch.
In the Fantastic Four movie, the most recent Fantastic Four.
In the reboot.
I didn't know they made that.
They only showed it on airplanes. That was the only way you could watch it.
Oh, it's so bad. It is like textbook on how not to make
showed it on airplanes. I feel like the whole Human Torch character is based on him being a really annoying white guy. Like just white guy vibes, annoying guy vibes.
They actually tried to make him kind of annoying, like a little whiny, but it's still like it's Michael B. Jordan and he's too cool for that. Naturally, cool guy. Yeah.
I don't know.
It didn't work.
That should be the one like Marvel superhero that, you know, other races don't want to have their say in it. Because he's pretty annoying. In the comics, he's so annoying.
Johnny Storm, Johnny Storm is
like an asshole. And you hated him even more because he had superpowers. That made him even more annoying. Like if he was just an asshole, you would already hate him.
But he was also good looking and wealthy.
It's the worst.
Yeah. Yep. That's why Peter Parker and him always kind of butt heads a little bit.
All the races, other races, like you can have him. We'll take anybody else. Villains, anybody.
Anyway.
How was everybody's Father's Day?
Oh, that's right. That was this weekend. It was nice.
Very memorable, it sounds.
I mean, we didn't do too much. It's funny. My son played golf with my father, so I wasn't involved in
golf. He's playing golf?
Yeah, he takes lessons on the weekends. And then after that, he meets up because my father plays at the same course at the same time. So when my father's done with golf, they meet up, they practice a little bit. And then my father takes him to lunch.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you play golf?
I do not.
How did your son get into golf?
Because golf is a big deal in my family. I just don't play golf.
That seems like you're a big disappointment to the family then.
I am a huge disappointment to the family that I don't play golf. Like, I think I've told these stories before. My father was a tournament golfer in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
And that's how we used to get our televisions.
How come? But how did you not pick up golf though?
I took lessons for a little.
The televisions.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What's the point of winning the televisions if no one's gonna watch it?
It just never stuck with me like it did with the. Yeah, in my family, I'm the only non-athlete.
But golf is hardly like athletic. It's
Well, I mean, my father played high school football. My brother played high school football.
Okay.
My brother was a weightlifting champion who held, all county weightlifting records.
What's going on with you?
I literally got
twins.
Yeah, it's literally that. It's because it's like, oh yeah, I guess everyone in Wombat's family is like Wombat. No, they really aren't.
Wait a minute. How many steps did you get in today, Wombat?
None. But that's for I have reasons for that.
Got to get the steps in at least. If you're not going to be a championship weightlifter, at least you got to get the steps in.
I should have been.
They say you only need 8,000 steps now, not 10,000.
When we were in high school, my brother had a Dodge Omni, and he used to be able to lift it up like a quarter inch off the ground.
Yeah, those are small.
Yeah, a small little car, but he used to be like, that was like his party trick. He's like, oh, go pick up a car.
Let's look up Dodge Omni weight.
Yeah.
2,500 pounds.
Oh. Not like lift. He could lift it up. He could
most cars are twice that these days, I would say.
Yeah. And then we're not talking lifting it over his head. Let's not
just get it off. Just get the tire off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do?
Absolutely nothing.
What's your party trick? You must comic talk.
Yeah, I can tell you who played the Human Torch.
All the Human Torch trivia.
Look, let me tell you about the Human Torch.
Hopefully your family doesn't know all that stuff too. So at least they're impressed by that.
Oh yeah. They think I'm smart. I just roll with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do for Father's Day?
We met up later and had dinner as
you didn't play golf.
Family.
You didn't play golf, but everybody else did.
I had to drive everyone around because it was like I had to drive my son, and then I had to drive home, and then I had to pick up my wife, and then I had to take my wife and daughter back to my parents' house, and we're not far, but we're not that close. So it was just a lot of driving around.
So you drove around for Father's Day.
Yeah.
You Ubered, family Uber.
I was family Uber for Father's Day. It was fine. I got some good presents. I can't complain.
What'd you get?
I got the Starfield Xbox controller.
Shanafan wanted me to have the show intro be about your Starfield controller.
I got one. It's very nice.
But I didn't like the joke. Sorry, Shanafan.
I didn't know there was a joke involved. I got a barbecue caddy, like a little thing to carry all my barbecue accoutrement
to your flat top grill.
For my flat top grill. And I got a cloche that goes on it too, so I could steam melt cheese better.
A what?
A cloche.
A cloche.
A cloche.
A lid.
Yeah. It's a fancy word for a lid.
Right. Got it. I'll try to remember it.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. I hit some weird button. That was I Think You Should Leave song.
I know. That was the Crazy Wild Night or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I know. I knew what it was right away. Yeah. Is that all got? Oh, and I got a painting from my daughter that she painted.
What was that supposed to be? You said it was supposed to be something, but I didn't. You said it was from something, rather.
Shipwreck knows what it is.
It's a Radiohead. What is that? OK Computer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I knew it looked familiar.
That is the album cover from OK Computer that she recreated from scratch.
Wow. My son didn't pay me shit.
No, you should get a new son.
I can't.
What'd you get? Did you get anything?
What did I get?
What'd you get?
It's too. I can't even tell you. It's too nerdy, and you're gonna make fun of me.
Really? I just said I got a cloche.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I want to see you out nerd cloche. Hit me, big guy.
I got a commission drawing of our house, basically, but it's like a cartoon drawing.
Oh, that's right. You showed it to us.
Yeah, that was it. And
nice.
It came in a frame picture too. And it's
okay. Yeah.
It's something that I would like to have, but would not buy for myself.
You know who could have done that for you for probably half the price? My daughter.
Maybe. This particular guy has that certain style, and he does it for houses like ours. It's like a thing. Anyway, That's I think that's the only thing I got. Yeah, that was it.
What did you get, Chip? Another pinball?
No, the same pinball still carried over for this.
Was that considered Father's Day?
It was. I don't know. It showed up around that time.
It showed up a little early.
Yeah, it showed up a little early. We went to a music festival. Took the whole family to a music festival. My kid's first concerts, really, of any kind. So we went to Indianapolis, a music festival called Wonder Road. So we saw the headliner on Saturday night was Weezer. So we were right up, I don't know, six rows or so from the front.
Did they play the Sweater Song?
They did.
Nice.
The thing about Weezer is they have that, like, their whole set right now, at least, it's their whole theme is like indie road trip or something for this tour. And their set is this huge car dashboard, right? Like their drummer's like sitting up on top of the dash, and there's a steering wheel, and it's 80s like wood paneling on it. It's got like a cassette deck. They like turn knobs and everything on it, and then there's like a big video screen that like syncs up to it, and they climb all over it and are playing all the songs. But what they know to do also is play all of the songs from the Blue album that you know.
Yes, that would be a smart idea.
So you get your Buddy Holly, you get your Say It Ain't So.
You get them all, right? You get the.
There's a few. It's not that many, to be honest.
Surflax USA, In the Garage.
My name is Jonas.
Cool.
My name is Jonas. Yeah, they play all the hits and don't sprinkle in too much of the new stuff.
Do they play Beverly Hills at some point?
They played Beverly Hills, yes. They did not play Africa.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. The song that they played before they went on, like just over the speakers, was Toto's Africa.
Gotcha.
It's a solid choice.
Yeah.
What was the name of the festival? Wonder something?
Wonder Road.
Wonder Road.
I feel like it's going to smell a lot like weed there when it's called Wonder Road.
My kids actually asked, why does this smell like Cheapy's house?
Did they really?
No.
Oh.
That's why it smells like Otto's jacket.
Did it smell like weed though there?
Just occasionally. Like it was like a family friendly like music festival.
It's
like
Indianapolis. I feel like
bounce houses and like walls that you could hand kids Kansas spray paint
cool.
to like do graffiti and stuff.
Oh, that's neat.
So who was the better headliner, the first night or the second night?
Well, the second night was Isbell. So I'm gonna
so
say
Weezer was better.
Who had a better dashboard set?
I told Jason that he needs to set up or like step up his game on the dashboard set. He said if he makes 6 bad albums in a row, he'll do that.
Wow. Shots fired.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. You're going to get him in trouble now.
I'm not going to get him in.
No one's listening to this. Nobody tell Weezer about this.
Yeah, nobody tell Weezer.
Guys, don't tell Rivers. Don't tell Rivers. He'll get mad.
No, my kids very much enjoyed dancing around to Weezer and all of that. And then we actually, like, Jason's daughter was there too. So like the whole day they were playing with his daughter, my kids were, and then we sat like backstage, side stage, whatever.
Are they going to start a band, all the kids? That'd be cool.
Well, I'm sure his daughter's probably going to grow up pretty musically inclined. Yeah. I don't know about my kids.
Right.
My daughter does sing
team.
She's got a pretty good song called Mama's Gone Crazy with Margarita.
I've heard that song.
It's a pretty good one.
That's good. The concert was good.
The concert was great. Yeah.
I listened to Isbell's new album.
Oh, you did? Yeah. What did you think? Were you properly depressed at all?
It's not that depressing, really.
It's not as depressing this time around.
To me, it's more like you're trying to figure out, like, it's a story and you're just trying to put the story together. And then I'm trying to figure out if this is a story that really happened and also if it's a story that really happened to him specifically. So that's basically how I listen to all the songs. That's
a solid way.
Yeah.
One of the things that we talked about was like, and he's talked about this in interviews recently too, was like music's different than other genres where you have fiction and nonfiction, or like documentary and like, I don't know, non-documentary.
Right.
like action. Like it's just like defined by the genre of music, and then so you have complete liberty to like mix fiction with reality, or just make up whatever you want and just have people interpret it. So
yeah, it makes. I mean, people started writing books that way too. I know, like Jim Carrey wrote like a biography, but it's parts of it are made up, and you don't know really which parts. Kind of like the songwriting.
Yes.
Or they're taken from other people's stories that he's put into his.
His new album's really good.
Yep.
I like the song Miles is very different for him. Have you listened to that yet, Wombat?
No,
I would like it.
I probably should.
You should probably listen to it.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
That one must be later on the album. I haven't gotten that far.
It's later on the album.
I'm like 7 or 8 songs.
Got it.
I noticed that his Spotify monthly average listeners like doubled with the new album, basically. I think I'm reading it right.
Put out new albums.
It's a good call. Smart guy. Can I tell you 2 weird things that just happened at the pizza place 2 hours ago? I can.
Yeah.
Basically, the second thing is weirder than the first thing. First thing happened, like a guy comes into the shop and it's a long, sort of a long line, not really though, just like a line. And he asks like, "Oh, are you waiting or something?" And a woman responds like, "Yeah, we're waiting," but in a way that was not pleasing to the guy. Like he thought she was like being obnoxious or something. So he like yelled at her and he's like, "That's why I asked." Something like really like just like that, like nice and snotty. I'm like standing right next to him. I'm like, ah. And then like she walks away and then starts complaining about the guy in Spanish to the people working there. And then she walks away. And then the guy starts complaining about the woman, saying, sometimes you just got to give it right back to him. And I'm like, to myself, I think, no, you really don't, actually. Like if you think someone's being obnoxious, yelling at them is really going to like be a great situation. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I thought about saying something, but I didn't. 2 minutes later, I'm eating my pizza. 2 minutes later, I hear somebody walks in and says, "Hey, I placed a phone order for 1 slice of pizza." And immediately got my attention because that's only a complete psychopath would call a pizza place and phone ahead for 1 slice of pizza. But sure enough, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, here it is." Pulls out like a small box, 1 slice. So I look up. It's a guy covered in tattoos, face tattoos, even face tattoos, all white clothing. And I'm like, wow, this is just crazy.
Was it Post Malone?
It was not Post Malone, but I noticed that he was wearing all white, like designer clothing. But
was it pre-Malone?
Maybe pre-Malone, because I could see the clothing tag, like the sales tag, was still attached underneath the clothes. You could see the outline of it. Like he was going to return the shirt like the next day after.
Not if he gets pizza grease on it.
All over it.
But that's not I never in my, why would you order ahead 1 slice of pizza?
I don't know.
No one has ever done that before. I can't imagine. Next time I go back there, I'm going to ask them if anyone has ever.
I have placed with an order for other things.
Of course.
And 1 plain slice of pizza because that's my daughter's preferred meal. Yeah.
It's not like they don't have to. It's always there and it's always ready and it's just going to get cold sitting there. So what's the point? Anyway, I watched I followed the guy out the store just with my eyes to see where he was going and what he was doing.
Did he go in the sewer and then take off the costume and you saw it was a turtle?
No, he just got into a Honda, drove away.
Uh-huh.
It was weird.
I like my Ninja Turtle theory a lot more.
Yeah. It was just a lot to happen in like a 5-minute time span. Like, I don't know what's going on here. And the people working there, I just feel like they must see that shit like all day long. I was only in there for 20 minutes.
I went to my pizza place today, and it was a lot less dramatic. So.
See, but the drama could happen, right after you leave. That's the point, Wombat. These guys put up with a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't stay there and eat. I picked up a pie and came home.
Yes. All right. Let's do some show feedback.
Yes.
If we have to. One of these lines I commented, I don't think you're going to be able to read this because I don't think it's a sentence.
I'll skip it. I will skip it. I will say this one from Dankosaurus Rex.
Good name.
It says it is a good name. He's been listening since I first got an iPod video back in middle school. Haven't missed an episode since. CAG is the OG gaming podcast and the only podcast at all that I make sure to catch up on. You guys keep it up. It's okay to not take too much
ahead of time
on
at all?
games. Yes.
Okay.
Most of us that are older don't have time to sit away from the family to play solo games. Anyway, wishing all the best. P.S. Wombat, my girlfriend was so excited about the Guardians popcorn bucket and demanded that she get the Groot one. I did not know there was a Groot one in addition to the Rocket one. I guess I'll have to look that up.
He probably lives in Canada. It's probably a Canada exclusive.
Maybe. And then Jai Bizoner said, we went from Jai Bizoner. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We went from a $50 bucket with no popcorn to a free Xbox box with a popcorn maker, yet still no popcorn. Ha ha ha. So I actually made popcorn in it the other day and it was very good.
Oh, the what was it again?
It's like a silicone microwave popcorn maker.
So you just put the popcorn in a silicone box, put that in the microwave, and it's like steams it in there or something?
Yeah, and then you get popcorn. Yeah.
And it doesn't have all like that weird shit that's in the actual microwave popcorn bags.
It doesn't have all that weird shit on it. It comes, if you want popcorn with no butter and no salt, which lately has been the way I've been eating popcorn, then that's the way this is for you. Because you'll have popcorn in a minute. It's fresh and hot.
Do you remember when I told you that my friend once left microwave popcorn in the microwave for 45 minutes?
No, but I have a feeling that A, it stunk real bad.
Can you smell that right now? If I tell you that story, can you smell that right now?
I can.
I can smell it. How long do you think that smell lingered around for?
When I worked at Buckwald's, someone did that.
Oh,
someone put my popcorn in the microwave for like 5 minutes. The person got fired.
5 minutes isn't that long, is it?
The person, yeah, it's too long. It smelt on like 3 floors.
This was a long time ago. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the person got fired and the microwaves were removed.
He ruined it for everybody.
Everybody.
By the way, if you want to know how you could put it in popcorn for that long, this microwave was this is a long time ago. It's when it had a dial on it, right?
The turn knob.
And so the kid thought that the back part of the dial was the part you point to. So he had it backwards. And it was way too long.
Now we have
fancy like ones. Nowadays where you normally microwave anything for 45 minutes.
Right. Like, how long does it even take to microwave one of those popcorn bags these days? Like 30 seconds? I don't know.
I hit the popcorn button.
There's a popcorn button. See, there's a system now.
Yeah, you just hit the popcorn button. Don't ask me how it knows, but it just knows.
Lasers.
Probably.
This was like in the 80s, guys. So the microwaves were probably like 100 watts or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was 420 watts.
Lovely.
What else we got? Is that it for the show feedback?
Yeah,
I added this one. Want me to read this one?
Sure, read this one.
It's gaming related. This is from Sinful Fate. Regarding the 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second debate, some people just don't put the cursor there. I can't fucking read it. Some people just want to run the game in the best It pops a tag up and it says your name over it. Stuart Knocked. Yes, thank you. I shouldn't have told you guys that. Fuck. Similar how Cheapy always wants to watch content in 4K, even though it will look fine in 1080p or 720p, and it doesn't help that Microsoft bragged about high frame rates during the launch of the Series X. Yet here we are 3 years later, and the Series X 2023 flagship title is running at 30 frames per second. As a PC gamer, I can reduce settings to increase the frame rate. Why can't console gamers be given the same option? They can in some games, but just not this one.
But they can't because they can't. They couldn't make it. They apparently can't make it work well.
I'm sure they could make it run at 15 frames per second if they wanted to.
Yeah, no. Here's my guess on the situation. We've all played games where on the Xbox Series X, where they have the performance mode and they have the quality mode. One of them looks better, but it's got the lower frame rate. One of them has less detail, higher frame rate. They obviously could do that, right? They have the technology and ability to do that, but they decided they don't want to do that. One of the reasons why they may not want to do that is they don't want, first of all, it's more work to do that, but they don't want like the images, a still image, right, in the less detailed mode is not going to be something they're going to want splattered across websites, right? It's just not going to be flattering to the game, most likely, and it's just going to get people focused on the wrong fucking thing. So I think in their mind, they just want to get all the shit out of the way now. I mean, in theory. And in reality, it doesn't fucking matter, right? This is on Game Pass anyway. Most people aren't going to be fucking buying it. They're just like saying, fuck it. They're saying if you want, get a PC if you want to play it at 60 frames per second. That's the situation. They can do it. They've chosen not to. Now we can speculate on why, but
we'll wait for the game to come out.
Maybe they think it's just going to look, they want it to look cinematic. This is what they have control over, right? They don't have control over how it runs on your PC. Everybody's got a different PC. They can control it on this, and they maybe think it's just going to look more cinematic in 30 frames per second. The dogfights aren't. That'd be cool. Couldn't they like make the space dogfights in 60 frames per second and switch back? I feel like that's an option.
I'm going to avoid those anyway.
Why not? You don't like spaceship battles? Those are fun.
Not really. I much prefer to, pull up next to it and,
shoot everybody.
Board it and shoot everybody in the face and steal the ship.
You never played like Wing Commander games and stuff like that.
I played Rogue Squadron. Does that count?
Rogue Squad? No.
And
no.
was it
it does, but you're not old school.
X-Wing versus TIE Fighter?
This is the OG gaming podcast. X-Wing TIE Fighter. That's a good answer.
I like that game. I played that.
Okay, so that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You can get into that.
Yep.
How many frames per second was I running at?
That was an easy 120.
7.
Yes.
And it was 4 colors.
Was 7.
Mm-hmm. It's about like 3 frames per second.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. And you know what? If you have cross-play capabilities from PC to Xbox, I think, and you already have a PC, then there's no reason to complain. And you don't even have to pay for the game anyway. You're just trying to stir up shit at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. Let's should we do some watch this jerks?
Sure.
Speaking of stirring up shit, how is Extraction 2?
It is some, what? It's better than Extraction 1.
What is Extraction 1? What are we talking about?
I looked it up. I had to look it up ahead of time. It's a Chris Evans movie.
No, it is not a Chris Evans movie.
He's not a Chris Evans movie? I swear, I just looked that up.
Hemsworth.
Yes,
movie.
Whatever. It's the same guy.
It is a Chris Hemsworth movie.
Okay.
It is the sequel to the blockbuster Netflix hit Extraction. The first Extraction takes itself very seriously and is a little slow. I didn't hate it, but I saw it and I'm like, you know what? I'll see Extraction 2. Extraction 2 is what Extraction 1 should have been. It's a little more over the top. It's got a lot more action. It's very much a throwback to like an 80s style action movie. So if you're in the mood to watch an 80s style action movie, but made in 4K today, I think it has a high frame rate too. So you might.
I love a high frame rate.
Now
it has good reviews. I looked it up. It actually. I didn't look it up before, but I just looked it up now. It has 77 Rotten Tomatoes.
Don't get me wrong. It's very stupid. This is a stupid movie.
But usually those really stupid ones don't score that well.
It's a stupid movie that has self-awareness.
Okay.
It knows it's a stupid movie. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is.
Extraction
there is
2.
a pretty cool. There's a 21 minute. It's 21 minutes according to the trivia. Action scene that has no cuts.
Just like Alfred Hitchcock used to do.
Yeah. But in a prison, it's pretty cool. Like there's some pretty good action in this movie. I actually do recommend it. If again, you're not
well, I have to see Extraction 1 to understand what's going on.
No, you just.
Well, I appreciate it more if I see Extraction 1.
They actually show like the last 30 seconds of Extraction 1 at the beginning. So when you just get like, oh, okay, that's what happened.
They could sum it all up.
Yeah,
all right,
we got
cool.
it. You'll understand.
I mean,
I
it's
just watched Thor Ragnarok last night. So that's what we're up to. So
that's
I was
a good movie.
watching a Chris Hemsworth movie as well. That is a very good movie. I enjoyed that one very much.
It's a good one.
What else?
I watched the Stan Lee documentary that is on Disney Plus. It's new. It's a documentary about Stan Lee. It skips over a whole lot about Stan Lee and just makes it's like, here's everything about Stan Lee that's great.
Well, what's the bad stuff? I want to hear the bad stuff.
See on Disney Plus though, because like I'm going to watch this with my kids. Right?
It's interesting because they sort of touch on some of the controversy.
What are the controversies? I don't know any controversies.
Oh, well, there's a lot of controversies.
What are they? Give me the most controversial.
He kind of phoned in his appearance in Princess Diaries too.
Yeah, that was.
He was great in Iron Man too, though.
Yeah. Did he create all the characters or did he co-create all the characters? How much is Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko, and how much is Stan Lee? And how much is both of them?
Are they all dead?
Yes.
Okay.
If you ask Stan Lee, he would
he
say,
won't say anything.
No, he would say, and he says it many times in the special.
Not now.
These are my characters. I created them.
Okay.
And they even have like a radio interview with Stan and Jack Kirby where they start fighting about it live on a radio show, which is like a famous clip. The Kirby family actually released a statement saying that they condemn this film for
whitewashing history.
Basically.
Stan washing.
Stan washing. So that's part of it. And the other thing that they show a lot of is like they really paint him to be this sort of loving father and husband, where apparently it was very well known that he was kind of a womanizer and not very faithful, and his daughter hated his guts.
Excelsior.
So, yeah.
And pussy.
Yeah.
That's his motto. His famous motto.
What do you think Excelsior means? That's why it's on the New York State flag.
Everybody loves it. All right. I'm not gonna watch any of those. Most likely, you never know.
No, I could see you watching Extraction like on a Saturday night if you had nothing better to watch.
The Stan Lee one, if they had that controversy stuff, maybe that would get me. Maybe someone else will make that movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be somebody else. That's not gonna be.
Yeah.
That would be on Disney Plus. That would be
invested a lot in his
Walt
stuff.
Disney with controversy. Like that's
But it's fucking their property. They don't want any controversy around who created their property.
And I knew what I was getting into when I put it on.
Cool. That's fine.
Yeah. But it's cool to see some of the early Marvel, like the photographs and the early artwork that they show and that kind of stuff from the 60s and even some stuff from the 40s.
Cool.
Yep.
On the TV side, we are all caught up on Silo. That's the Apple TV sci-fi show, which I highly recommend. Since now that we are all caught up, I can tell you.
Good. I was afraid that you were just going to get stuck in this one place, and I'm glad that you're...
No Silo jokes. You should watch it. It's very good.
Pretty sure they're going to all be Silo jokes.
Tim Robbins is in it.
Nice.
And Common.
Okay.
The rapper.
I understand.
Understood.
Not the language from Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Just not confused with the other Common.
Right. That's excellent. I highly, highly recommend that. We watched the first episode of the new Star Trek show. Well, I guess it's not that new because they're on their second season now, but we watched the first episode of Strange New Worlds, which is on Shipwreck. Didn't even know that exists. I can see from his face. He didn't even know they made it.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
I have Paramount Plus.
Yeah. I subscribed to that for some reason. I forgot why. I watched that Dungeons and Dragons movie, I think. They tricked me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot to unsubscribe, as one does.
There's some decent stuff on there you should look into.
Well, like the Star Trek thing, I don't know if the whole series is like that, but that first episode looks like they spent a lot of money on it. But it takes place with it's like Captain Pike and Spock.
That's the one with Black Bolt is Captain Pike, right?
Oh, is that Black Bolt? I don't know. He wears the fucking costume. I didn't even see his face.
Mm-hmm.
The first episode was pretty good. It was the sexy Spock, like Spock. Watching Spock about to get laid is not necessary in the first episode. Topless Spock, sexy Spock, little too much, I feel, but everything else I felt was pretty on point. It's called Strange New Worlds. I also finished watching Beef. I watched that whole series by myself. A very rare show that I watched by myself.
Rare Beef?
Yes, because Mrs. Cheapy did not want to watch anymore after the first episode because it was too uncomfortable. But
I don't like those uncomfortable shows.
But I went back to watch it, and it's really excellent. And Ali Wong and Steve something.
Shimmy.
No, excellent acting in that show. Really great show. Crazy
Carlton.
show. No, Beef. You should watch Beef on Netflix. What else?
I watched the first episode of Secret Invasion that came out today.
I knew you would do that.
Yes, well, I wanted to do it for this very reason.
Is it good?
It's slow.
Slow invasion?
I do not recommend it at this point for anyone unless you like really want to know everything MCU related. Otherwise, if you don't care, then you probably don't need to watch it, at least not yet. I mean, it's nice to see Sam Jackson again as Nick Fury.
Have they released all the episodes, or is it just
just the first episode?
Okay.
And it's slow. It felt like it could have been either that episode should have been a half hour, or they should have maybe they needed to take episode 1 and 2 and make that one episode. But it really it dragged. It was very surprising that it was so slow for an episode 1. I don't know how many episodes there are. Also, are you aware of the big controversy with the Secret Invasion?
Mm-mm.
The opening title credit sequence was all done using AI.
Yeah.
AI animation. And it's weird because it's the only part that my daughter saw. She just happened to be walking past the TV when that was on. And she goes,
Right.
Why are you watching AI? She knew right away. There was no...
Is there a reason
no
why did they say that they wanted it to look like that?
I guess. I don't know. It looks weird. I don't know why anyone would want it to look like that.
Well,
but...
I'm guessing they're wanting it to look like that so it's slightly off.
Like a scroll thing.
Like a scroll type of thing.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's a creative choice, I think, in this place. I don't think they were trying to save money, probably.
Yeah, and I there's some good ideas in there in that show. It's there's places they could go with it that would make it a good show. It's just this
scroll
episode.
karate.
Well, the idea of the scrolls, and if you watch Captain Marvel, then it's it ends with Nick Fury agreeing to help them find a new homeworld because their homeworld was destroyed by the Kree. And here we are 30 years later, they don't have a homeworld, and it's also 30 years later. And also the humans, not every human is a good guy. Not every human is a bad guy. So to assume that every Skrull would be a good guy or every Skrull would be a bad guy, makes sense.
I feel like they're going to have the karate in the next episode.
I think there'll be some karate.
Space karate.
Yeah. It ends with shit going down, and then you're like, oh, okay, so maybe next episode will be interesting. But this episode was too much setup.
Right. Did you watch the trailer for the new Kraven the Hunter movie?
I did.
It's weird.
It's dumb.
I heard it's rated R. These are all gonna be rated R.
Yeah, you saw did you watch the Red Band trailer with all the blood and an axe in a guy's face and he bites a guy's nose off?
I did not see that.
Oh yeah.
I saw that he gets his superpowers because the lion bleeds in his open wound.
Yeah, that's how you get superpowers.
From a little bit of animal blood dripping in you.
Yeah, didn't you see Morbius?
No.
Yeah,
like everyone
Morbius?
Like everyone else.
See Morbius? Okay, look, there's 3 ways to get superpowers.
Right. But usually the lion, I feel like the lion would have to be radioactive.
Spider blood in your blood.
Radioactive. Radioactive is the key.
Only with spiders.
Okay.
Now, electrocuted bats that have electricity running through
Not buying that.
That'll give you superpowers.
I don't believe that.
And the third one is if a lion bleeds on you.
Yes.
And you will it to give you superpowers.
You want it.
Yeah, if you want it, then you'll get it. So my recommendation is go find a lion.
I would believe that if the lion was radioactive.
No, there's no such thing as radioactive lions.
What they could have had a testing. I'll bet you in the movie we're going to find out that some nefarious company had some nuclear testing lab in the jungle. and the lion just happened to get too close to it, and then this dude wound up fighting the lion. Superpowers.
He got the bloods and the yeah.
That's how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have written this movie.
Could you have written this movie?
No. AI probably wrote this movie.
Probably. It looks like it was written by AI.
Are they eventually trying to get Spider-Man into these movies? What's happening with all these things?
I don't know. It's so weird. It's like, here's all these Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man in it, and I do not understand.
I don't know what
I don't understand.
So
yeah, I know. I assume it should end with him like going up against whatever the Sony World Sinister Six is, which I assume would it include Venom? Would it be Venom, Morbius, Vulture?
Venom's a good guy in that universe, though.
I don't know, but maybe he gets tricked.
I don't even. Is Carnage still around? Did it kill him? I don't even.
I don't remember.
You'll find out the next time you're on an airplane and you need to watch a movie. Let's do some new releases.
All right, what do we got?
Not much.
No, there really isn't.
Oh, Aliens: Dark Descent, which is the RTS Aliens game, supposed to be okay.
Yep.
If you like that thing, and Crash Team Rumble. What is that? Is that a card game? No, that's not a card game. Everybody loves
thought
Crash.
That was like a Smash Brothers.
That sounds right. Crash Team Rumble.
I think it's.
There's a battle pass, guys.
Okay, battle pass. I'm in.
Everyone loves a battle pass. It's a four.
I was wondering. That's what I was. I was waiting to hear.
Yeah.
It's not like Smash though.
It's 4 versus 4.
Right.
Multiplayer.
Right. Like,
so it is like Smash, but 4v4. Maybe?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, it's like a squad-based game where you're dropping fruit in the drop zone. Fucking love dropping fruit in the drop zone. It's a MOBA. People, Ernest Semper in the chat says it's a MOBA.
Okay.
Is that really true?
I thought I guess. It could be true. I don't.
You could tell me anything about this game, and I'm gonna.
It's a cereal. It's not a game.
That would be better.
Delicious.
Like
it's true.
Activision still has the publishing rights to these. Who has Crash? Is it Activision still?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Developer Toys for Bob, and from Activision
It is a Toys
Blizzard.
for Bob game, though.
All right.
You do like Toys for Bob, Ship?
Do you?
I do like Toys for. I mean, that's the Skylanders people.
Oh.
So it's an online multiplayer strategic platformer with competitive 4 versus 4 format. That cleared up for you?
It's a MOBA. Maybe. It's MOBA-like? A MOBA-like?
It's got a number of Crash Bandicoot characters, including Crash, Cortex.
I would imagine they would have all the characters. What else are they doing?
Does it got Squeaky?
He's with the Battle Pass. He's with level 20 on the Battle Pass.
Uh-huh.
It's got all your favorite characters. It's got Punky,
Jerky,
Squeaky, Frome,
Porky.
that yes, he's in there. Or she's in there. I don't know what
she.
I didn't know how Frome identified.
They.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that joke that much.
Uh-huh.
That made me happy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, the other characters, for those curious, these are the real characters.
It's got Tex,
Poco,
Watson,
Dingo Dial, Rio, and Tana.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
Charlie.
We got them all. We got them all on board for this game.
It's got Charlie, Squeaky, Frome,
this roster's huge,
and Watson. Everyone's favorites.
I bet it's okay.
I hope someone in the chat who doesn't know what I'm talking about is typing all those names in and Googling it.
What are they?
Those are all the Manson family members.
Oh. I just assumed they were Sonic things that I didn't know.
No, it was.
I stopped.
Charles. It was.
Got it.
They call. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. It's $40, I think. This game.
It's a steal. Like, what's the battle pass?
40 or 30? I can't.
$39.99.
What's the battle pass?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? It's like any other battle pass? Don't you think?
Yeah.
I can just pay them $10 a month and I can keep playing.
Well, you have to buy the game though too.
Like any characters? Any more characters?
Right. Oh, I think it's what?
With the battle pass, do I get more characters? Is that how this works?
No, we don't know. Wombat's saying yes, but he doesn't know.
You get them all.
All right. Anything else in new releases?
Nope.
You don't even know. Just saying no, because you don't want to look.
No, I'm saying no because there's nothing. Shark Pinball. Stay out of the house.
Do you know what's coming out? 6 Days in Fallujah. Not a joke.
Is it?
Yeah, really. It's really coming out. Yep. I read an article and I see it's on the list here. See, and I read an article about it. They said it's came out. I think it was first announced in 2009. I want to say.
Is that right? It's been that long?
Hold on. No, let's see. No, it can't be. Yeah, 2009. It was. It was supposed to be published by Konami. Yeah. It took a while. It took a minute. I hope it's good. I mean, it certainly took a while. Is it just coming out on PC? I would imagine. Let's see. Is it on this other one? Yeah.
Probably PC and Switch.
Good on Ship. You're on fire today. Did you have 2 cups of coffee today or something?
I think I had like 4. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Wombat's Fortnightly News. I put all these stories on here, so I can.
I know. I was impressed.
You're not easily impressed. I feel like the big story this week, there were like 2 big stories. One was that there's another streaming site called Kick. Did you even know about that?
Yeah, it's where I stream.
I didn't know. And they are paying this guy XQC, who is apparently like the biggest streamer. Did you read this, Ship?
I did not.
Okay, good.
This is news to me.
Okay. Do you know what LeBron James' contract is?
He plays basketball, so he has got a contract to play basketball.
Yeah, but do you know what his current contract is?
It's probably reasonable for his talent level.
It's like $97 million for 2 years or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to guess somewhere around $48 million.
So apparently Kick is paying this kid $100 million for 2 years, plus with incentives too. So that's a lot, I feel.
Yeah, but does he get LeBron shoe money?
Well, does he need LeBron shoe money? How much money do you fucking need? It's $100 million for 2 years.
I would be happy with that.
I'd
take that offer.
And they also took Amaranth from Twitch, who's like the top female streamer as well. The whole thing with Kick is supposed to be that they give their streamers like most of like a 95% cut of the money, as opposed to Twitch giving the streamers like 50% or 60%, depending on where you are. So, and this company is, would you believe it comes from gambling money? The owners founded this company called Stake.com, which is like a big gambling company, and they've started this site Kick, and they're, obviously putting a lot of money into it. The crazy thing is, if you look at the website, it looks like a straight ripoff of Twitch. Like you almost think you're on Twitch for a second. So I'm wondering what's going to happen, if there's going to be some lawsuits or something, because I don't know. Who knows? But it's pretty impressive that you can stream video games and make $50 million for 2 years. That beats Ninja's previous contract, which was previously the biggest one.
I'm sure he's really kicking himself about it too.
Kicking himself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mean to do that?
Nope.
See, you're good.
Yeah.
He and Ninja is actually on Kick as well. Cool. All right. The other big news this week was that Microsoft announced they're raising the price of the Xbox Series X in certain countries, not this one, but also Xbox Game Pass in most countries, including this one, I believe, correct?
Ultimate goes up $2 a month, and Game Pass vanilla goes up $1 a month.
Yeah. Right. I know we talked about that not that long ago and said that they're going to be got to be raising the prices soon because they have a lot of games on there. And obviously, it's going to get more expensive.
Yep.
And it did. Imagine that.
Here we are. They may need to. I mean, I don't know. It'd be nice if they stepped up their game a little bit. Had a few more. I feel like there are long droughts now of good stuff, but that isn't necessarily Game Pass's fault as much as, the nature of this business. But you need more than one Starfield a year if you're going to charge.
COVID, they're still real. Everyone's reeling from COVID.
That's what I'm saying. It's not entirely their fault. It would just be nice to have a little bit more if they're going to charge a little bit more. But
Sony,
are you going to pay a little bit more?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, you're in, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I didn't say I was going to cancel my subscription. I'm just saying I wish I could get more for what I'm paying for.
You will.
Whatever.
You will. You're about to get Starfield. Even PlayStation fans were complaining about the Sony lineup this year. In at least the second half of the year.
Yeah, but I will say I think their service is not bad. Their Game Pass, whatever it is, PlayStation.
It's so good you can't even come up with a name.
I have no idea what it's called. It isn't bad. That at least they have a yearly number.
Let's think of the name.
PlayStation Plus
2. I don't know.
There's different tiers though. You have to remember the tier.
Yeah.
Which tier are you on again?
I'm on the one that's $100 a year.
What's that called?
PlayStation Middle.
Mids. PlayStation Mids.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, to be able to play Ratchet and Clank and all the Spider-Man games.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What do you get? You can play that at that level? You don't have to go to Ultra?
Nope, you don't have to be Ultra. Ultra gives you access to cloud versions of PlayStation 1 games and shit.
Right.
That's stuff that I don't care about.
That's for ballers only.
Yeah, I don't care about playing cloud versions of
Cloud Parappa. You don't want to play Cloud Parappa?
Exactly. Like that's not what I'm here for.
All right.
I like that it also has like Ubisoft, all the Ubisoft games on there too. So that's not a bad deal. It's surprising that Xbox isn't trying to compete more with that, but I guess I'm wondering.
What do you mean they're not?
What do you mean? Yeah,
they're trying. They're just, what can they do? They can't just summon games up. They're,
Well, one is $100 a year, and the other one's going to be $17 a month. There's a big price disparity there. Is really where I'm going with that. Whatever.
It's better, but it's better. We all agree that the Xbox One is better, though, right?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't have it.
We
don't even know what it's called. It's not PlayStation Mids. I know that.
It has a shitty name, but it's not a bad service, is what I'm getting at.
I understand.
And Microsoft should be thinking more, how do we compete with this financially, price wise, or
pat themselves on the back for having a good name.
Up the price.
Yeah, or up the price. Yeah, like oh yeah, we're gonna do exactly what they do. That they, the idea they copied from us, but we charge more.
Yeah,
that's how you know it's better.
Yeah, you can charge more when it's better. They know about those PlayStation Mids, and they're like, "Hey, look, this is exotics here. Xbox exotics, PlayStation Mids."
Exactly.
I've explained it perfectly.
It'd be nice if they had a yearly price. Was really what
a little discount.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's what they used to do for gold. Remember, it would be like whatever it was, $10 a month or $50.
They don't want you stacking them up. They don't want you stacking up those discounted years.
But they do. They should want you stacking up those discounted years.
But
because then you're locked in.
Yeah, but they just raised the price, and now
So you raise the price of a year from whatever it is, $100 to $120.
Didn't PlayStation do that? Like for the people who were locked in, they when they came out with all those tiers of the service we can't name, they fucked the people over who had locked in several years. Somehow they didn't get a great deal. I feel.
I don't know.
It didn't affect me, so I didn't follow too closely. But I remember people thought that Sony did them dirty. But somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm sure they will.
In their mind. What else we got here? Oh, the other controversy I just read about today was, I guess Destiny 2's got a new season, and some guy was watching the cutscene for the trailer or something, and he noticed that the artwork looked really familiar, and it was because it was something that it was a design that he posted on the Destiny official fan forums, and he was like, oh shit, he wasn't mad about it. He was just like, oh, there's my artwork. I didn't know that would happen. But then you read all the comments and people are like freaking out. People would like look for any excuse, right, to fucking jump down a developer's throat, especially like high profile one. So they're like, there's like one side which says, hey, they posted on the Destiny forums. It says in the terms of service, anything you post on there is the property of Bungie. That's one side, so they can do whatever they want. The other side is like, that's immoral. It doesn't matter what the terms of service says. That's immoral. And, you know, they shouldn't do that. It's wrong. Meanwhile, the guy who posted, who put the image together and found it in the game, he wasn't mad or anything. He was just like, hey, look what I found this. I noticed that. He wasn't like flipping out about it. He just was calling it to attention. But everyone else picked up on the outrage and just fucking.
And what did Destiny do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Apparently like this image that the guy put together, his artwork is from other Destiny assets. Basically, he just arranged them in that configuration.
So why are we talking
he made a
about
collage?
This? Yeah, why are we talking about this thing that's not a story?
The point is, it becomes a story because people get, not even the guy who it affects, right? This affects one guy who made the art, but everyone else took it upon themselves to become outraged, and it became a story. Anyway, that's all. I thought that was the story. That's the story right there. There was also, what have you been playing?
I've been playing our good friends at Atari because they like to send me games now.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. I actually appreciate it because I like these little Atari games. I'll admit it. I'm a fan. They sent me their new VR game for the Meta Quest 2.
Shit, when's the last time you fired that thing up?
I know. I installed this game. I fired it up and I played a little pixel ripped 1978.
What is that?
I'm going to try to explain this in a way that hopefully makes sense. So it flip-flops between a 2D style game and a 3D style game. And when you're playing the 2D style game, you're actually, because it's VR, you're sitting in a cubicle in Atari headquarters in 1978.
So there's a lot of smoke in the air.
It's not,
like
you're at a desk, there's stuff all over. Yeah. Coworkers walk up to you and ask you questions like, hey, have you seen my stapler? And you're sitting there and you're holding a classic Atari joystick and you're playing the game, and you'll be playing the game that's on your computer screen. And then all of a sudden you get like stuck in the game. And that's when the perspective will shift. And now you're the character in the game.
That's cool.
In VR. And you're doing the thing to solve the puzzle, so you can go back to the 2D and finish the 2D game. And there's also a pretty neat like centipede part. That's where I kind of left off, where centipede is going on up and down the screen, and you smack the side of the monitor, and the centipede pieces start flying all around you, and you're swatting them in the air.
Concept sounds good. Is it fun?
It's fun. I think it might be it's like a little difficult. So like there's platforming. And there are times because you have, both hands on the classic Atari joystick in the game, but you need to take your hand off the joystick, and it takes like that extra second because you're pulling your hand away. But as a concept in a game, it's actually kind of cool.
All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm. It's a really cool concept. It probably just needs like a patch to kind of smooth it out a little bit, but
Roger that. Cool.
Especially if you like Atari.
I should fire that thing up one day. That Oculus Quest.
Yes. They're
coming out with a new one though. They're making a new one that we could buy and then not use.
And not use.
Yeah, the 3.
Got to get on that.
I told you about how my friend called me to get my advice. He was interested in buying one of those because his young son wanted one, and he was going to buy 2 of them. He asked me if he should buy one, and if he should get the big hard drive or the small hard drive. And he told me he was going to buy 2 of them. And I was like, first of all, just buy one and get the smallest hard drive. And he bought 2 and got the biggest hard drive and then never used them. Didn't listen to anything I said.
Clearly.
But the new one might be good. That's what I'm saying. And it's a lot cheaper than that Apple one. That's compared to the Apple one, it's fucking free.
Yeah.
I feel like the ping pong could be really good in the new one, the Quest 3.
Mm-hmm.
Have they come out with a price on that yet? I don't think so.
Practically free.
$8 billion.
No, Quest 3 Meta price. Oh, $500. See, that's a normal price for like a piece of computer hardware. Yeah, I could get that, not use it, and feel fine. I could even trade in the old ones. I have 2 of the old ones.
There you go.
Let's talk about Nintendo. They had a Nintendo Direct today.
They did. Did you watch any of it?
No, you know, you didn't need to ask.
I know.
I caught up on it, but I didn't watch it live.
There's some cool stuff.
Yeah, the new 2D style Mario, Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yep, I like those games a lot.
Yep.
I don't know if you know that, but I like a 2D side-scrolling Super Mario game. I know, that's a hot take.
Yeah. I mean, this is the age of the Switch we're in now, right? This is like, hey, we made a 2D Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
This is wrapping up the Switch, I feel.
This is wrapping it up. Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
We're putting a bow on the Switch. We're going to give you like a Mario RPG. We're going to remaster a Luigi game.
Mario RPG remake. So it's a remake of the original.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's a remake.
It's a remake of the Super Nintendo game.
So cheap. They are so cheap, Nintendo. This one, the Luigi one, is a remake.
They're making a new WarioWare.
That's not a remake, but that's a
Nope.
fucking cheap game to make.
Detective Pikachu?
That someone else is making, but they're like, partnered on them. So,
And I mean,
I'm
that's
up for some more Detective Pikachu. My kids will like that.
And some more Pokemon, I think like DLC or something.
Sure. Send it over.
That's all I got.
And Mario Kart DLC.
Mario Kart DLC. I'm interested in a side-scrolling Super Mario Brothers game.
Sure, that'll be fun. I'll play that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that?
Nobody doesn't like that.
I don't know. I mean, I played through Super Mario RPG. Like, right? Long
yes,
time ago.
I am confident that you did because I'm pretty sure I did too. Back when that was.
Oh, I know I did. Yes. Yeah. I liked it.
That was a 3DS game or something?
No, that was a Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I didn't play that.
You didn't play that. Okay.
I'm always more of a Paper Mario than Mario RPG.
Well, I mean, that's kind of where it transitioned over to, right? Like,
I am.
It went from Super Mario RPG, and then it kind of transitioned into the Paper Mario series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I gotta look into this more to see if I'm like down to spend a good chunk of my life replaying Super Mario.
Is that a long game?
I don't know if you are.
It's super
not
long.
Overly long. Like
I mean,
in compared to like what games are now, like
so it's 40 hours.
I don't remember if it's that long or not, but I would assume it's somewhere short of that. I would say it's probably 20 something hours, I would guess. We could see. We have the technology to find out.
We'll never know. All right. Should we move on to the CAG bag?
Sure.
Real Dark Paul.
Main story.
Yes.
Main story 17 and a half hours. Completionist 25 and a half hours.
That's not so bad.
That's nothing.
You could do that in your sleep.
That's a heart documentary that Wombat watched last week.
Mm-hmm. I wish. I would love a 17-hour heart miniseries. I would watch that. Anyway, you were saying.
The Real Dark Paul wrote it, and he says, out of curiosity, what is the last game each of you has finished? I mean, where you felt like you saw and did everything you wanted to do in it. I can answer this while you guys think. It's very easy. It was the Harry Potter game. Finished the story, did finish it, and I felt like I didn't really need to play anymore. I did all the things. I know there had more side missions and stuff, but finished the story, did all the things, didn't need to do anymore. Felt satisfied.
For me, it's probably Midnight Suns. I finished that game. I finished the complete story, and then I finished all 4 DLC characters. The most recent one was a couple of weeks ago. So,
feel like I'm
Night
forgetting
Suns.
something, but I know Vampire Survivors is
Survivors?
one of the recent ones that I played all the way through.
You got there's an end to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an end to
I
it,
didn't
and
know
there's I unlocked all the characters. I have not
Shit.
played the latest DLC that came out, like, I don't know, within the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I played through their first DLC and unlocked all that stuff.
So they added multiplayer for the Switch?
I did not. I don't play it on Switch.
I figured. I just want to. I'm showing off that I'm informed.
No, I appreciate that. I feel like there was some like substantial, like, I don't know, more like a larger game that I've played lately too, but I'm not remembering what it would be. But I feel like I soldiered through something here in the first quarter of this year.
That you can't quite figure out. Did you ever finish Dead Rising? Is that what it's called?
Dead Island?
Dead Island.
I did not finish Dead Island.
I got far. We both got real far, right?
We both got really far in
level.
That game, yes.
You're like level 24 or something like that.
Something like that. Yep.
Right behind you. Yeah.
Yep. And then Diablo came out, and now I'm playing a lot of Diablo still.
Right. What level you are? What level are you in that?
41.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, 50 is like, oh my god, I can't believe you hit level 50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 41 is like getting right there. So
right.
I'm still in Act 3. I think I'm in Act 3. I have a horse. So you have to get pretty far in the game to get your stupid horse.
Are you playing it just by yourself or any?
Yeah, no, I don't like people.
No. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for the CAGbag questions. There were a lot of comments on the YouTube video this week, but mostly about the Nick Merckx thing.
I don't want to go into that.
No. I looked up that guy. He makes so much money. He'd give 2 shits about his Call of Duty skins. That's fucking pocket change to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder why he didn't care.
Maybe I should be more of a jerk then.
It pays.
Seriously.
Seems like it does. The guy in the pizza place seemed like he was doing all right. He was well dressed. Not the guy who ordered 1 slice to go, the other guy.
I know what you meant.
Who had to give it back. Sometimes you got to give it back.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why everything sucks now.
Yep.
Everyone's trying to give it back. All right. Anything else? Any CAGbag questions from the chat? Anything you want to update us on, Wombat? How you liking your Apple Watch?
It's on me right now.
Do you use it for anything? Because
it tells me what time it is.
So you're not really using it as an Apple.
And I get text messages to it.
Sounds like you're not getting your money's worth.
Well, I didn't buy it, so
yes,
I am.
Someone's not getting their money's worth. I'm not getting my money's worth because you're not taking enough steps. I'm counting on you.
It's funny because anytime I go and take the dogs for a walk,
yes,
it's usually charging.
You're doing it wrong. So what you do is you have the charger on your night table. When you go to sleep, you put it on there, and then you're good. What's your charging plan?
My charger is in the kitchen.
Bad plan.
I know. I don't even charge my phone in the bedroom.
Well, the phone, you don't need, the phone. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, like what's going on? Like where are you charging your devices at?
I charge my phone, usually gets charged right at my desk where we are right now. That's where I plug it in. I don't want my phone next to me at night.
It's probably better to do that because I'm like all the waves and shit going at your head is probably bad.
It's not even that. It's when I crawl into bed, I don't want to have that. Temptation. I should look at my Twitter one more time before I go to bed, and then I'm doom scrolling from bed, and I don't want to do that. So to avoid that, I literally just don't have the phone in my bedroom.
You have not cut down on your Twitter time since Elon took over. I have drastically cut down. Drastically cut down.
Yeah, the only I think I tweeted. Did I even tweet today? I tweeted when I was watching Jeopardy yesterday because it was just too funny to not.
The ping pong question?
No, although the ping pong question was pretty funny.
The Final Jeopardy.
The one of the contestants was this guy. His name was Tim, but it was spelled Tym. Tim with a Y.
Yeah.
And his job was crypto investor.
That's not a job. That's unemployed.
And I had to tweet about that. and it got retweeted by someone with 500,000 followers.
Oh my God.
So I just put my phone away.
What'd you write?
I wrote, I have never instantly disliked anyone more than Tim with a Y, the professional crypto investor currently competing on Jeopardy.
That's funny.
It was funny. I enjoyed it. Oh, and well, the best part is there's a coda to this. Tim did not make it to Final Jeopardy. He had negative $3,000 in going into the third round. So clearly,
just like his bank account, probably.
Mm-hmm. And he told some story about like hiking Mount Everest. You know how they have the like in between. They ask you. He was like, "Yeah, I was hiking Mount Everest," and he somehow made hiking Mount Everest sound boring.
Like a douchey. He made it sound douchey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim with a Y.
These elitists on
I kind of feel bad
Jeopardy.
for him. But the Final Jeopardy question was ping pong related. And I got it right.
Tell us.
The category was Olympics. And it was this sport added in 1988 has a 45 square foot play area.
Yep. True.
And they both got it wrong on the show. And I got it right in my living room. And I got a high five from my son.
Nice. Woohoo.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
cool. I
they
don't even know.
said sumo wrestling.
It's just like it's a circle though.
Well, first of all, they said 45 square foot play area. That's a circle still would be square footage.
Would it? How do you get to that though? It seems like it wouldn't be exactly 45 feet.
It would. Ship, do I need to explain this to him, or you got this? I'm not wrong, right?
I mean, that's tiny. That's
okay,
tiny.
Thank you.
It's tiny. How could a sumo ring be 45 feet?
I didn't come up with that answer. Why are you asking me?
The guys just like hold hands the whole time?
I don't know.
It wouldn't be much of a match. Like imagine sumo wrestlers fighting on a fucking ping pong table. Like one guy takes one step back, he's out of the ring. Those assholes.
Yep.
Fucking Tim.
Tim with a Y. I've never in my life. I am a crypto investor. I almost fell off the couch.
If he got ping pong right though, then we would have to give him some respect, I feel.
Yep.
All right. That's enough show. We gotta go.
It's enough making. Tim, if you're out there, I'm sure you're a nice guy. Don't take it personally.
Right. If you have any hot investment tips, send them Wombat's way.
Totally.
He's looking for those hot tips. Shipwreck, anything to add before we say goodbye? You seem like you might have something to say.
No, I don't have anything to say. I'm just
taking it all in.
I'm proud of Wombat for getting Final Jeopardy right.
That's good. I'm glad that you.
Do you keep track of like how many Final Jeopardies you get right?
No, I don't. I get a lot right. I don't know. I'll brag. Why not? We do also play the game in our house where they'll say what the category is, and we have to guess based off of the category what we think the answer is
ahead of time
before they give the question. And you'd be amazed how many times someone in my house gets it right.
I don't know what that means. Writing
like
is not
like
good
the
anymore.
Category. Let's say the category.
No, I know what
Olympics.
it means. I know what it means. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't know.
Yeah.
Your family is smart, I guess, or the writers are predictable. Have you ever played
both?
Have you played that Jeopardy game where it's like old episodes of Jeopardy and you can play along with it?
I haven't, but I
forgot what it's called. It's literally you're playing along with the actual video of the old shows. But you've probably seen all the old shows, so it's like cheating.
Sure. Yeah, because my memory's that good.
I don't know. You knew all those Human Torches. It's pretty
You're
impressive.
a Human Torch.
Flame on! Flame out! I mean.
Yeah, it's better. There you go.
See you next time.
Bread's done.